Hi everyone, welcome back to the Faithful Ewe Knitting channel. My name's Hazel and this is a spinning, weaving and hand dyeing podcast from Wales in the United Kingdom. Lovely to have you here today. I hope you're all doing well. Well, we're in October already and I thought I would do Vlogtober again this year. To any of you who've been around for a while, you'll know I did Vlogtober last year. And I thoroughly enjoyed it. I thoroughly enjoyed doing Vlogmas, and yeah, it inspired me to get making and to get crafting again, so I thought I'd do it again. I thought I'd come along today and just say hello. It is actually Saturday the 30th of September, but I thought that I would just come along and say hello and let you know that I'm going to be here hopefully every day through October, but maybe every other day, and I'll combine two vlogs together. But I've got loads of things I want to make, loads of things I want to do. The weather's changed, it's gone rainy, I can't get out in the garden very much, and for me October is a great month for me to get crafting again. So yeah, I did vlogtober over on my other channel, Wildwood Cottage Diary, and I had great fun over there. I've been vlogging the garden, I've been going shopping, I've been going for walks, I've been doing cookery, I've been doing all sorts of stuff, and I've shown you all sorts of different things that I've been getting on with throughout my day. So if you're interested in my Wildwood Cottage Diary channel, do pop over there and have a look and see all the things that I get up to over there, because I do a lot of stuff over there. I do loads of garden stuff. I built a polytunnel myself and put that up in May and June. It took me about a month to do, but I did it all myself. And yeah, we've just had great fun over there. There's been loads of stuff happening. So if you're interested in that kind of thing, self-sufficiency, frugal living, do pop over there, Wildwood Cottage Diary, and I'll pop a link in the description. I will pop a link in the description bar below for you. So yeah, so that's that. So today I'm actually come out in my workshop because I need to fix a doll. This poor little doll has been through the wars. I gave her as a gift to somebody for Christmas. I don't know whether you can see, but the stuffing's coming out there. We had to put these little cheeks on her because the stuffing was coming out. I gave her some new eyes and some eyebrows, a new mouth. And yeah, I found her in a charity shop. She's called Laura. The little girl that owns her is absolutely besotted with her. And she's really upset that the doll face is falling to bits. So that's my job this evening. We're going to see them tomorrow. I love her little Laura Ashley fabric dress. Isn't it beautiful? She's got a little bonnet. These little children, by the way, are absolutely in love with Little House on the Prairie. And as soon as she saw her, she went, "It's Laura!" And I had another name for her. She's like, "Oh, it's Laura." So yeah, Laura it is. She looks delightful with her little hat on, and she needs fixing. But the problem I've got is I don't want to undo all the hair. Now, she's been stitched at the top here where her hair is, and I'm wondering if, because she's got a bonnet on, I've bought the proper doll making stretch fabric stuff, this stuff. It's a bit like tights. Never used it before, but it's a bit like a stretchy bandage. So what I wondered was if I could double it or even triple it and have it going up to the hairline at the top, and then stitch it in with some good stitches, because I'm not sure if I can undo the hair without damaging it, to be honest with you. So it looks like she's had a new head at some point because she's been stitched here, and it looks like it had a different head. I was going to do a cloth head, just an ordinary thing, but the little girl really likes the face. So I've been wondering if I can take the felt off, if I can just pop it all over the top. Now the felt bits actually come off quite easy. So I think I could pop it over the top and then copy this face through the stocking. So the first thing I want to do is just take the hair off. So shall I turn you down and let you have a look at what I do as I do it? I've never done this before, no idea what I'm doing, but I just thought that it would be a good one for us to start with. I am thinking of doing some weaving during Vlogtober, so we're going to do that together. I want to make, I don't know whether you remember off my knitting podcast, but I want to make a wreath for the autumn. So I'm thinking of doing some wet felt leaves and making myself the leaves out of some felt. So I thought that we could have a look at that together as well. So I'll just turn you down and we'll have a look at this doll together and see what we can do, shall we, for the first vlog. There's no normal knitting podcast coming this week. I've had too much to do, far too much to do. And I've not been doing a lot of knitting, I've been doing other stuff. I've been tidying my garage and getting things organised around here. So I'll just turn you down just a sec. Now, I don't know whether you can see, but her hair has been stitched on. So I'm wondering if I can cut those stitches and unstitch it, because I think that's probably the best thing for me to do, really, without breaking her hair. And then maybe try and do it with invisible thread or something, because I'm just not going to have the same colour. So she's lasted well. It looks like she's 1970s. I picked her up in a charity shop, and I had her in a drawer for a while, and then I was thinking, what can I get this little girl for Christmas? And I thought the rag doll's going to be perfect for her, and it was, because she absolutely loves her. So yeah, I'm just going to carry on cutting this, and then when we come back I'll let you know where I'm up to. So I'll see you in a minute. Okay, so Laura has her hair stitched on the top here. So what I'm thinking of doing is taking the stocking and I'm going to triple it to make sure that it's strong enough, because there's 3 little girls in the one house, so I'm not going to use it again, so I may as well. Right, let's see what we can do, shall we? Let's get the hair, pull that through. That is pretty good. What I'm going to do is I'm going to stitch it on. At the moment, I don't know if you can see, her neck is above a thingy line here, a dress line. So what I think I'll do is turn her neck down and stitch it lower down, and then stitch the dress on over the top with a few stitches like that. I think that'll be better. So yeah, I think this is going to work. I'm going to stitch it in along the hairline here on both sides, like there. And I'm going to concentrate on doing the top, and then once I've done that I'm going to stitch the bottom, and as I say, I'm going to stitch it below where it is at the moment. I'll turn the dress up and then it'll fit perfectly underneath the dress, and then I might put a few stitches in on the dress to hold it in place. But it would be nice if the dress could come off and be washed. But I think that's going to be fine. I can see through, and I can see the eyes here, one here and one here. I can see the mouth. So yeah, I think I'm going to be able to copy the face quite easily. So it is attached to something, so I think I'm going to be able to stitch into that instead of this netting. And then the hair, then I'll go back over the top, and we'll cover any misgivings there. So that'll be alright, won't it? That'll be perfect. Have you seen my new mug? This is my vlogtober mug, warm and cosy. So this sewing box I've got here, it belonged to an old lady in the church, and when she died, the person sorting the house out said, "Oh, would you like a sewing box? You're welcome to take it if you want." And you know, there's all sorts of little goodies in here. There's loads of needles, there's pairs of scissors. There's this really old pair of scissors that I've seen better days. There was these lovely dressmaking scissors in there as well. And this beautiful case, I don't know whether she made it, but it's a needle case. I'm thinking of making some of these for my shop. But hand woven ones. Put some woven fabric on the outside and then you'll be able to put your needles on the inside. What else have I got in here? Oh, she did this, looks like an English paper piecing. This one here, and this is a pincushion. So yeah, there's lots of little goodies in here. I keep some of my needles and thread in here. But, there's this lovely little case as well, which has got pins in there. So she obviously enjoyed sewing. But I'm going to use some of this thread to coats on an old bobbin. I think that might be quite nice, keeping in with the vintage theme. We'll put some vintage thread on. And the thing is, I'm no good at threading needles anymore. There we go, found the end now. Yeah, you can see me now. Do you recognise the corner behind me? It was my Vlogmas corner last year. So I'm doing Vlogmas again this year because I really enjoyed it last year. I won't be spinning this year though, I've got something else in mind. So you have to hang around and I might discuss that a little bit more with you through Vlogtober. But I just thought I might find it a bit easier to keep up with if I did Vlogtember on my other channel and Vlogtober on this one. So we're going to do all sorts of stuff. I've got my natural dyes I want to do with you. I still just need to get round to doing the introduction for the natural dyes thing that I've put together for you. I think this needle's just a little bit thick. Right, I'll just work out what I'm doing with the hair and then I'll come back. But it's got to be better than what it is at the moment, coming apart at the seams. And she can't even play with her, because her sisters like playing with her as well. And she's worried that if her sisters play with her that she's just going to fall apart. So when I first mentioned about putting a new face on, she nearly cried. She was like, "Oh no, you can't do that." I'll just carry on with this and then I'll come back when we're up to doing the face and putting the hair back. So see you in a minute. What I want to do now is, I've done the head, secured that on there, but to cover the stitching so it'll take the wear and tear of little people playing, I've got this nice lace here, you can see that, and I thought I'd just top stitch it around the neck, just like a band, and then her dress can sit underneath that, underneath there, and that then can go over the top here. That's the plan anyway, so I need to do it in such a way that the dress will fit underneath. Right, I'm going in. See you in a bit. Right, so I've done the collar, and that sits nicely now over the top of the dress, the front and at the back. Done it into a V shape at the back, slightly off centre unfortunately, but I don't think she's going to notice because it's going to be under the hair anyway. But it looks nice at the front now. Covers up the join, makes it a bit more secure. So now what I've got to do is put the hair in place. I'm going to make it slightly off centre because of the join under there, and I think that will just cover that up nicely. So now I've got to find an embroidery floss that'll match the colour of her hair. And do it how it was done before. Laura now has a new head. Her hair's all back on, her neck's been done. So all I've got to do now is put the face back on. If I can see to do it through the mesh. I think I can though. Right, time to do the face. Right, I've done one eye. Do the other one now. Well, Laura is now done. There she is. She's got a nice new face, nice rosy cheeks. Her smile's a little bit strange, but you know, I think she looks great. I'm really pleased with how the eyes have turned out. They were just blue, but then I decided to put a little bit of brown on. Seemed to make all the difference. But yeah, I'm very pleased with how she turned out. I think this looks great. Yeah, I think the little girl is going to be chuffed to bits. Very pleased. Well, I'm very pleased with her anyway. I think she looks very, very good. Apart from her mouth. Could do with doing something with the mouth a little bit, so maybe I'll fiddle about with that tomorrow. But, what do you think? Looks like she's pulling tongues. Doesn't it? It looks like she's pulling tongues or something. Something's not right about the mouth anyway. But, yeah, I'm pleased. I think it's not a bad job for a first attempt. I've never done it before. And not sure I'd want to do it again. Anyway, I like the eyebrows and the eyes. She's got a little nose, little rosy cheeks, and a funny quirky mouth. I think that's it for me for today. From me and Laura. Doesn't she look good? Doesn't she look lovely? Apart from her mouth, I need to sort that out tomorrow. But, yep, I think she looks great. So I'm sure the little girl's going to be very pleased who's getting her. And she'll be glad to have her back. So, yeah. So from me and Laura, it's time for me to go. It's a bit late. It's about 10:10, I think. It's time for me to go in and get myself organised. Get the dishes done. And settle down for the evening. So I'll see you tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your evening. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now. Bye bye.